We can make your achy lower back feel better with 4 quick moves. And I will throw in some extra tips to help minimize your pain and get you back to life. A lot of times, low back pain is caused by poor posture or compression into the spine. If you've got symptoms going down into your leg, that also means your nerves could be involved, and that is called sciatica. We've got another video to help you out with that, but for today, we're gonna do moves to alleviate your low back pain. Don't worry about remembering everything. There's a review worksheet at the end that you can screenshot and save it for the future. Let's get started. The first exercise we're gonna do is an arch and curl. Now this is active rounding and active arching. This is how it looks like from the side. So I'm gonna pull my belly button into the spine and I'm gonna crunch down and really curl my spine. Then I'm going to arch it. So this is an active lengthening of the abdominal muscles in the front. So it's a curl and an arch. So the seated arch and curl, I love to do about 5 to 8 quality repetitions. You are more than welcome to do 5 to 10 repetitions, 10 to 20 repetitions. This is movement in your low back and pelvis, which is gonna help with low back pain. Good job decompressing that spine. Let's keep your back loose during the day. Here's a quick tip. Enjoy your next coffee or water break standing up and do a little hip sway. Some periodic slow dancing can actually do wonders for the low back. The next exercise for low back pain relief is going to be the standing backward bends. It's going to help with restoring your natural arch in your low back. I want you to place your hands on your hips here like this, okay? So the fingertips are going to point towards each other. You are just moving your shoulders behind your pelvis here. So I don't want you to fling your head back. A lot of people do this. You're just extending at your neck and you're kind of just crushing the back. So please don't do that. I want you to just gently bring your shoulders back behind your pelvis. So that also means no hips thrusting forward and no bending at the knees here. We've now helped recreate our natural arch in the spine, and you should be feeling a lot more relief and mobility in your low back. The next exercise in this series is the abdominal bracing. So this is a very small micro movement. It is activating the transverse abdominis. You've got 4 abdominal muscles. You got your 6-pack, you've got your external obliques, they run this way, the fibers. See how my fingers are pointing down? You've got internal obliques. They run in the opposite direction. Fingers are pointing up. Fibers are going up this way, okay? So those are more for rotation. The last one and the deepest abdominal muscle is your transverse abdominis. This one is crucial for people who've got back issues, and it's also important to use this for core stability. When you find these pelvic bones here, these 2 bony prominences, if you come in just about an inch, transverse abdominis, abdominals engaged, I can feel firmness deep to the soft tissues. So that's when you know your transverse abdominis is activated. You always want to hold it 10 seconds because 10 seconds of an isometric hold has an analgesic effect, meaning it's going to reduce your perception of pain. You can place your hand here, belly button in. You should feel like nothing's moving. You can look down, look at your belly here, and then just pull it in. If you're breathing, you're talking, so that means you're not holding your breath. You're not shrugging your shoulders up. Rib cage is not flared, or you're tucking under in your low back. So we'll do a set of 10 repetitions, and we'll do our 10-second holds. This exercise can be done multiple times a day. It's so low grade, and it's retraining for your deep core muscles. Now that you've activated your core for stability, I've got a simple way to keep your back supported even when you're on the move. A long trip with lower back pain can be rough, but packing a scarf or sweatshirt to roll up gets you extra lumbar support without an upgrade charge. So the next exercise for low back pain is hip extension. So we're going to use this chair back. This is just for balance. It's to remind you also not to tilt your upper body forward here. You are going to stand with a good upright posture. I want abdominals engaged. The reason why you abdominally engage is also because you help power the limbs. You're stabilizing the low back and you're powering the limbs, which are the legs or the arms. 2 hands or 1 hand on a wall or a chair or a desk, anything stationary. I'm going to unweight at my right leg to demonstrate it, standing nice and tall, and then I'm just going to kick the leg straight back here, just like that. So you should see my thigh coming behind the pelvis here. So it's here, this should be in line here, and then this is behind, okay? If I extend at my back, if I arch my back, I'm gonna compress it and potentially cause or perpetuate my low back pain. So the goal is to have your abdominals engaged to support and stabilize the low back, and then to just kick the legs straight back and squeeze, really squeeze that butt cheek here, because those are your hip extensors. Those are your glute muscles. They sit around the hip joint. Turning on the hip muscles allows them to support the low back. If they're supporting the low back muscles can relax, and that's gonna give you pain relief in the low back area. Hopefully that brought you some pain relief. Stay tuned for that worksheet at the very end. You can screenshot it and use it for the future in your daily routine. If you still feel pulling, numbness, tingling, burning, or any tension down one leg, remember that's the nerve, and nerve involvement might mean muscle resets won't fully solve it. So definitely try that video to reset the sciatic nerve, linked in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful pain relief videos from Healthline. Thanks for watching.